Hello, everybody. I was chatting with a friend of mine, and we came up with this idea that how far can you get in Zelda, in The Legend of Zelda, without using the sword, without picking up the sword? Um, and as it turns out, you can make it all the way to Ganon. You probably noticed that I don't have the that magic book, and the reason for that is because the Wizrobe staff. Um, it actually is a very useful weapon to use in because you don't have a sword up until effectively this weapon. And this is the only weapon that can kill the level 4 boss and a mini boss in level 6, the Hydra, or the multi-headed dragon. It is possible to do. You have to get the raft in level 4 or the stepladder, whichever one it is. You have to get the item and then leave, and then move on to the next dungeon. You cannot engage the boss at level 4. You have to kind of avoid him. But once you get to level 6 and you get this staff, you can actually kill him. I'm pretty close to dying. I'm out of health potions, as you can see, and I didn't grab the red ring because I think Zelda looks nicer in the blue ring outfit than the red ring. I didn't even have the map. Um, I was dying and I didn't want to go get hit points. Anyway, so um, yeah, as it turns out, you can get all the way to Ganon without using any sword. It doesn't show that I don't have a sword right there at the bottom, down over here. But when I go to engage Ganon, I've thrown all my weapons and stuff at him, and nothing seems to work. You know, not the boomerang or the bombs or anything really. I can't even hit him with the silver arrows for any useful benefit. They just go right through him. And unfortunately, the staff doesn't reveal him. I would need the magic sword effectively for that, or master sword if you want to call it that, but it's technically not. But anyway, um, so yeah, just watch me die, because that's really all I can do now. So as you can see, I do not have an A button effectively weapon there, so, and there's no way to turn that off, so the only way, oops, oh, okay, yeah, he's gonna kill me here really soon. So the only way you can get here without an effective A button, because even if those guys steal your weapons, the Eyes of Ganon, even if they steal your weapon, it doesn't actually go away from your view up there. So I hope this is pretty clear proof that with some insane determination and an extreme amount of boredom and determination, I guess you can make it all the way to Ganon without without even picking up a sword. So that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and save it so you can see that I also did this on a single life, and that was my first death right there. Um, and in fact, here I'll start over and you'll see that right inside here, he's still trying to give me this sword. So I never took it. Um, and so I don't have a sword. I didn't grab the white sword, of course, either, or the master sword, and so and if you're curious to know how I did it, I'll go ahead and show you. When you first start the game, you have to get money so that you can earn enough money. You have to get enough money to get the candle, because the candle is the only way you're going to be able to kill anything for much of the game. Um, you can only kill these weenies. You know, you can't really. The blue guys are really hard to kill because you know, they take 2 hits, and you have to get a really lucky throw with that. But the only way to start is to dodge all these critters as you run up over here. Let me see, I think it's this way. Um, Dang, I think it was up that way. Yeah, this should be alright. You have to make your way over through here and dodge all these goons, and you only have 3 hit points and no blue rings, so it's pretty tough. But it is possible. So you make your way. That's that's a 100 rupee thing you get to burn later. But where you start your money is right here. You wake up that Stalfos, you jump inside here, and this guy gives you 30 bucks. This is a 30 rupee thing, secret rupee. Now, once you get that, you run right next door, dun, da, 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 and you buy bombs. Now, with bombs, there are plenty of bombable secrets all over that will give you various things. But the most important thing you need to do is to get enough rupees again to earn your torch. You have to have 60 rupees for that. That's the cheapest you can buy the torch anywhere. The candle, sorry, the blue candle. And you buy bombs right here. Well, that's where I bought my bombs because it was very accessible and fairly close to the original location. Um, so you just carry on smartly. You get your bombs, you find appropriate power-ups again, and yeah, you can get all the way to Ganon, as it turns out, without, and see, as you can see, I have all the Triforces, of course, I wouldn't be able to get into Ganon without it. Um, so that was pretty fun. You can't quite beat the game, but you can get all the way to the end. So I think what I will do is go ahead and grab the Master Sword and beat Ganon with my blue ring, so I can at least whip his ass for pissing me off. So anyway, I thought anybody, oh, that was fun. If any of you try this challenge, if anybody thinks that this might be fun to do, this is really, I wouldn't call it an elite difficulty challenge. It's fairly difficult. Out of a 10 difficulty, I would say it's probably maybe a 7. Um, so it's not super hard. But the hardest part is farming coins at the end because the arrows are really helpful too. Once you get your arrows in level 1, you can start killing a lot more freely and a lot more quickly. But it costs you money, so you have to constantly farm money. The easiest place to farm money is the graveyard, of course. Um, I guess I can make a separate video for that, or maybe show you in this one. I doubt. I think I'll make a second one. Um, but the graveyard you can access right in the beginning. It's not all that fun to do in the beginning. It's kind of hard, but with a few bombs, you can resupply. Generally, you get your bombs back, and you usually get a whole lot of money. So that'll get you your arrow stock. It's easier to use arrows to kill the ghost out there. That's a pretty common secret. I can't imagine people don't know about that one, the whole graveyard ghosty thing. But anyway, yeah, so you can get all the way to Ganon, and you just can't beat him. So that's as far as you can get in Legend of Zelda without accepting the sword. To be fair, you don't have to claim the first 2 swords. I have enough heart containers, and I can go and grab the Master Sword right now and leave the other 2 pretty much forever. So that's kind of interesting, um, or at least humorous. Some of the levels are very difficult because, going back to the difficulty, some of them are very hard because, like the Wizrobes, you know, the ghosts that fly around and shoot pellets at you, the um, the critters that shoot this, you know, those Wizrobes. Um, they can only the only weapon, the only item you get that will hurt them are bombs. So sometimes you get trapped in a level, I know, in a room, and the doors close on you. So you have to kill them all. The yellow Wizrobe takes only 1 bomb, but the blue Wizrobes takes 3. So unless you're very, very careful, those areas are the most difficult. But you can still get around that because I think there's only one where you have to be really careful, but you actually can buy your bomb upgrades, so you can have 16 bombs by then. Also, Dark Nuts are very difficult, but the staff works for Dark Nuts too, and it works quite well. Um, so I like the staff for the Dark Nuts. We used to use that actually well before we even used the sword. We would use the staff for fun, but um, you have to be very careful with your bomb usage. But in the early room that you find the Wizrobes, you can actually bomb the wall to the east. You can bomb the east wall, and what I like to do is run back and forth between the rooms and have the monsters respawn as yellow or easier monsters. And I did that quite a lot, especially in rooms with a pulse voice, that little bummer, that jumping rabbit thing that the arrows kill really easily. I would just run back and forth inside and outside of the room and shoot the pulse voice, and then I would leave, come back in, and a different monster would spawn as the pulse voice, and then I would shoot him with the arrow. Um, and that allowed me to kill the whole room full of dark nuts with just a few rupees rather than wasting my bombs. You can't always do that, but when you can, I recommend it. Like in the case with the Wizrobes, if you can kill the yellow guys with a single bomb, I recommend it. Then leave the room and come back in and just hope that a few of the blue guys turn into yellow guys. So that's about the limit of the I guess of the advice that I could recommend. I don't know what kind of questions you guys could possibly have for this, other than why the hell I would do it. But I don't know. It was just fun. I thought we were talking about it and we came up to it. Oh, again, the reason I didn't take the book is because you use this staff. See over here, you'll see I didn't even run over to the left, and that's where the magic book is right over this way. And the reason I didn't do this is because I need this weapon to shoot people, and I don't want fire everywhere while I'm trying to shoot people, because the fire hurts you, even with a red ring, so it's just not fun. This guy's probably going to kill me because I'm farting around. Yeah, I should have just used a bomb on him. But anyway, so let me illustrate. Okay, so we can shoot all these guys, right? These guys are no big deal. And the Dark Nuts, though, I'll show you that in just a moment. Since they're here, I guess I'll extend the video and show you how this works. Now, you can either fight these guys, so you can smack them and actually kill them. Oh, snap, he gave me bombs. So that was fairly lucky, but the blue guys are much more tough, so what you do is you leave, and you come back, and you hope for a downgraded respawn, which we did not get. So, yes, I'm running this on an emulator, of course. That's why there's a little distortion as it moves back and forth. Okay, it looks like we're just going to have to hoof it on this guy. But, and there's a little trick. See how he's running, if he comes at you, see how I shot him through me? That's a little secret thing we used to do a lot also. Well, it doesn't always work, or, oh no, he didn't hit me, or he would have killed me. Yeah, that makes sense. So it was this Eye of Ganon that hurt me. But that's a little trick you can use when they're coming at you. Turn away and swing your staff, and they'll they kind of fly through you without hurting you. So we used to do that an awful lot. And the magic book, or Book of Medora, I like to call it, even though it's probably not the Book of Medora, but whatever. So yeah, that's about it. It's a long road, I gotta tell you. Going back and getting bombs and getting money and things like that, and yeah, it sucks. It really does. It took quite a long time. I might do a playthrough for some of the more difficult things, difficult portions of the game. Maybe if you guys have trouble, you can just ask down in the comments section or something, and then say, how the hell did you get past this part? And then I'll just make a video for that section. I suppose it's equally possible I could just do one of the important parts, like maybe fighting each dungeon. I could do a whole walkthrough, because the dungeons are fairly short. But I would cut out all the rupee farming and bomb farming, because that's just no fun. But anyway, if you guys like it, let me know, and if not, well, that's okay too. Ha! So, thanks for watching. See ya.